All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Monday. How's everybody doing here? You know it's a bear market when people are just getting tested. We got the guy on X, right? He's so sure. This is Big Blue Nation. He's so sure of his precious little charts and his inverse head and shoulders that he makes a bet with me on the price of Solana not going down below $80. And then when I am correct and Solana does go below $80, he blocks me. He blocks me. I'm just like, okay, buddy, whatever. Whatever. You and your precious little charts, you do what you're going to do. I'll continue to watch the news and see how the markets are affected by the news more than your precious little inverse head and shoulders charts. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, yes, and of course, Joseph, yes. Daryl, daily crypto trade signals. He said, hey, nice vid, KrissPax. And I'm like, yeah, OG Daryl. So I gave Daryl a good shout out. Daryl's all right. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's doing well. We got Ryan in the house. How are you? We've got DJ and Charlie in the house. Yep. Yep. Up and down, sideways, nonsense. It is what it is. A-star. Come on, dude. Dude, you got to relax. Get with the program here. If you go through all of this negativity like you are, you're not going to make it, dude. You're not going to make it. Kind of relax, have a little fun, because it is what it is. We're in a bear market, dude. We're in a bear market. Relax. Do only good every day. That's what I try to do. But sometimes I have a little fun and I stretch that. Do only good thing just a little bit. Because I have to keep things real as well. But that's what we do here. And of course, Annie, my girlfriend is back. You know, I did kind of miss her. And Elon reposting that Bitcoin Annie-like anime creature thing was just bizarre. Why would Elon do that? If you guys didn't see that, we can look at it later if you really want me to call it up. But then someone made a Dogecoin version of it, and I was like, much better. That is much better. Oh, Charlotte, having fun, aren't you? And I know there's going to be something against me, of course. Oh, Annie. Hey, I tried her out. I did. I tried her out. And she just was annoying, just super annoying. So I'm like, yeah, okay. All right. We did what we did. How's everybody doing today? I got a few things to talk about. I did. I missed her. I got a few things to talk about. First, we had a nice little run this morning. And what did I say was going to happen? It was going to go back to support. And here we are, back to support. As Kriss predicted yet again. I got the whole... Wait, first, did you watch my video this morning? My April Dogecoin price prediction. Because on March, my March price prediction was absolutely spot on correct. I nailed it. I nailed the bottom. I nailed the top. I nailed the final as we're here right in the low nines. We got one more day in the month, but I'm traveling the rest of this week. Unfortunately, I will not have another live stream this week. So Charlotte, go at it. You got all week if you want to do it. I know you're dancing on Wednesday and you're having fun doing nothing, which everybody should. Everybody should go out and touch some grass and relax and try and have a little fun. So I'm doing great, Ely. How are you? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm planning my future for wealth preservation, number one, wealth preservation. And then number two, how we're going to make more money. And Quick Draw here, I got to call out Quick Draw here because he's new to the channel. And someone who's new to the channel who comes on here and just says Doge is dumping when it obviously is not dumping, as you can see on the chart, it's back to support. Dude, that is not dumping. That is not dumping. And if we look at other cryptos, you will see the same pattern. There's XRP. Are you an XRP fan there, Quick Draw? Dogecoin is outperforming XRP today. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you see that on the chart? So if you're going to come in here and you're going to say Doge is dead or Doge is dumping, you're going to get not only me, but you're going to get Annie too. Annie's going to be on you, giving you a hard time. Yes. It's a bear market. Welcome to crypto, dudes. God, you and A-Star and others. Like, relax. So we get together here, usually about 3 times a week. We catch up on the markets. We talk about what's going on. We talk about how best you can deal with it. And we do talk about planning for the future. And the biggest thing right now, as we're in a bear market, as I have said many, many times, this is where wealth is built. Wealth is built in the bear market. In the bull market, when prices are going up and you buy in, yeah, you can make a little money, but that's not wealth. That's not true wealth. I made mine last cycle by buying at the bottom when Bitcoin hit $16,000. What was I doing? Was I saying, oh, crypto's dead, crypto sucks? No, I wasn't. I wasn't saying that. I was buying crypto. I was buying. $2 million later, I sold. You can give me all the shit you want for selling, but I sold. I didn't sell everything. I sold like 85% of my crypto. Financial decisions are important. So you lost a ton of cash with Doge this year. What were you doing? Doge isn't going to a penny. First of all, that's ridiculous. And second, you lost a ton of cash because you bought high and sold low, or you're sitting on unrealized losses and you haven't sold. You're just holding on and blaming everybody else and everything else except yourself for buying at the wrong time. That's how crypto works. You buy at the bottom. You buy at the bear market bottoms. That's it. Yes, Ryan. Paper hands packs. That's me. Yep, exactly. Paper hands. But you know what? That has given me the ability to yet again make more money in crypto. And I'll take that. Now, I still have a ton of Dogecoin, right? I didn't sell all my Doge. I'm doing okay. When do we buy, though? When do we buy? Yeah, you were buying 42-cent Doge, Quick Draw. You were buying 42-cent Doge. What was I doing at 42 cents? Dude, I was selling. If you were watching me, what was I doing? I was starting to take profits at 42 cents. Were you listening? Were you here? Now, 12 cents, I get it. 12 cents is actually an okay price. On that Dogecoin, you're not down that much right now at 12 cents. I actually bought some at 12. I think I bought some at about 17. Maybe that's the highest I ever paid. I think it was like 17-cent Doge, something like that. Now, I did buy a little Bitcoin at $125,000, But that was $10, and that was for the fun of it. It made for great entertainment across this channel when I bought Bitcoin at what was then the all-time high. It did go a little higher, which is unfortunate because I kind of like saying I bought the highest priced Bitcoin ever. But hey, here we are. So what are we going to look at today? Where is this market going here now? So here's Bitcoin at $66,000. Is it still 66? Yes. 666. So we got Bitcoin at 666 right now. Just a number, 666. So here's Bitcoin at 666. Well, Mr. Kaleo thinks this is the move down to a downward sloping support line, and we're going to go down to about 63.5 or so. And then we'll have a bounce, and then we'll go down again. Now, if that next bottom is higher than the previous one, it could look to make a move up, maybe to 72,000. This would not be out of the ordinary in how the market makers take out leverage. They come down lower. It's been a long time now since Bitcoin was at 64, below 64,000. Looks like it's been back since the end of February. So it's been a whole month. So it makes sense. We would see Bitcoin go down below the March low, a little bit lower, take out more leverage, and then bounce up higher and take out the late coming shorts. That makes a lot of sense. I think something like this will happen. As Kaleo says, this dip too shall pass. But as the dip comes down, is that a buying opportunity? Is that a buying opportunity? So, and that's on Bitcoin, and Dogecoin may follow. Now, last night, Dogecoin dropped to 8.8. 8.8 cents was that dip. I talked about the dip on the video this morning. Did you watch my video this morning? Another banger? Another banger? Also, it's my April price prediction video. I made it earlier than I normally do because I'm traveling the rest of the week. So if I'm making videos, it's just going to be to update on the market on the road. So you'll see a different background, and you'll see like I'm much more tan again than I am now. That's life. That's life in Kriss land. But yeah, here we are bouncing around back to support. And I made my April price prediction, which I'm not going to share here because you got to go watch the video. You got to watch that video to get the whole context. If I just say, yeah, by the end of April, Doge is going to be XXX price, it's going to be, you're not going to get the whole, you got to get the whole build up and my whole rationale of where Dogecoin went. But I will say, for those that complain that Kriss doesn't know his shit and Kriss always gets it wrong, I got March spot on, exact. I got the lows, I got the highs, and I got the end of the month price, even though there's one more day. Still, I was correct. You know, I guessed about 50% on the video this morning, but actually I think it's better than that. I think I really only got October and November wrong. But November, I made the video on November 1st, on November 2nd or 3rd. I think it was the 2nd. That's when it came to me like, no, this is a bear market. There's going to be no moon number. So I admit that. I did turn around there. But it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. Elja looks at a bearish bat. The bearish bat. So with the bearish bat, we get, again, this is like a head and shoulder thing, right? We get the shoulder, we get the head, we get the other shoulder, and down we go. And I'm sure my good friend, Big Blue Nation, who has now blocked me on X, Twitter, Big Blue blocked me, but he'd be all over this, except he spent the whole last couple weeks charting inverse head and shoulders because he thinks prices are going higher. And so he was only looking at the inverse head and shoulder side of things, and he was wrong yet again, because he thinks lines on a chart trump the actual news. And I say Trump, meaning Trump being the bringer of bad news, which is causing the markets to go down. The crypto market isn't down just because it's down. No, there's a reason for it to be down. Have you seen the price of oil lately? Have you seen what's going on over the Strait of Hormuz? Right? All that news is out there. You can do with it what you want. If you want to complain about Dogecoin's price, hey, everything's down. Everything's down. Oh, there's a few exceptions. There's like a Tau here. And there's a Pippin or a, God, what was the latest thing? I don't know, something that went up 100%. And I was just like, what the hell is that? So there's always going to be some of those. Chances are, though, you're not in those, right? You only start talking about it once it already goes up 100% or 50%. And you miss out. One day, Doge is going to be that thing. So it is better to load up now so that you're in the coin when it starts to explode, not while it's exploding. Oh, absolutely, DB. Absolutely, DB. Crypto, YouTube, the largest collection of crybabies. Actually, now that we're already at the end of March, there's a lot more realism going on crypto Twitter with these charts, because you didn't see these negative charts in January. You didn't see them, or in February, unless you watch Ben Cowan. He and I were the only two. Ben Cowan and me. We were the only two who were convinced in the 4-year cycle and the bear market and how it's all playing out. Outside of Ben and me, there was nobody else. Everybody was all super cycle and all that shit. We got to follow Raw Paul and his extended ISM business cycle crap. And it's just like, nope, nope, not happening. Not happening. Hey, Charles, how are you? Yes, I did start without you because you did not have your notifications on, or you were busy doing something else. And you finally got around to me. I am not the most important thing in your life, obviously. Yes, Charlie. Be greedy. Yes. Be greedy in a bear market. Absolutely. Be greedy in a bear market. Because this is where wealth is made. Wealth is made when you're buying down here on the dips. That is where wealth is made. Wealth is not made buying the tops. Wealth is made buying the bottoms. Now, what's the bottom going to be? Well, Matt's saying, look, I'm waiting until the summer to start DCAing again, holding strong until the next bull. Could turn out to be a great strategy. Right now, I'm thinking a little bit of both. I want to get a little bit more Doge now, just in case there's a big pump in April sometime, which could happen, right? And for the rest, yeah, I'm nibbling on some stocks, on some stock dips. And the rest, I'm waiting. And I'm making interest. I've got it on Robinhood, and I'm making like 4.25%. So the money is making me money at 4.25% while I'm waiting. That's my dry powder. It's sitting there making money. That's what I'm doing. Would it sound weird if about 1.5 years before I found your channel, I was praying that I found your channel like this? Yeah. You know, it comes to you when it comes to you. And that's what it is. Did I get lucky when I found Dogecoin in January 2021? Maybe it came to me, but that's because I was following the whole GameStop thing and what was going on Reddit. And that was the sign that Dogecoin was about to explode. So I bought a crap ton of Dogecoin and it worked out pretty well. It's all about the timing. But our friend Quick Draw here started buying Dogecoin at 42 cents. So we have that. Charles was on Tom's stream today. Did Tom just do the Powell thing or did he do another stream too? I don't know. I was working all day. I didn't see what happened there, but I knew he was going to broadcast the the Powell speech, of which there's always nothing burgers. I'm sure it was another nothing burger. But look, our friend John's like, look, Dogecoin dominance is coming. If you're still holding Dogecoin, you are an absolute legend. Buckle up, because the real fun is about to begin. Now, about is like, we might have a little bit of fun and then there'll be disappointment as the price pulls back because we're in a bear market. I don't think we're ready to go crazy on a full-blown run yet. But we could have a little excitement. But the real fun will come for Doge. And the people who sell low, complain about Dogecoin, they'll be buying at higher prices. And they'll be like, oh yeah. Because that will happen. And our good friend Peter Sniff, don't you love Peter Sniff? I love Peter Sniff. Peter Sniff is awesome. You guys have to follow Peter Sniff. I got to follow him, actually. I've been reading his stuff, and I'm like, I forgot to give him a follow. Peter Sniff. Here's what Peter Sniff says. Do you like that, Peter Sniff? I like that, Peter Sniff. Peter Sniff says, people ask me, Peter, why did you liquidate your gold vaults for Dogecoin? Simple. Glorified paperweight has a 5,000-year track record of being heavy. Doge has a 10-year track record of being unstoppable. The exchange inflows and outflows data is in, and it confirms what I've been saying. Boomer rocks is not the answer. Boomer rocks is not the answer. Doge is the only asset with true mimetic velocity. The numbers don't lie, but they do bark. Doge. Doge. I love that. Meanwhile, words of advice for you disappointed crypto Dogecoin investors. Words of advice. When things go right, you think it's just the beginning. Just look at it. Look at what happened in 2025. When things go wrong, you think it's the end of the world. Doge is dead. Both are lies. Stay level-headed. Survive every phase. Cycles always turn. That's right. Cycles always turn. So what are you going to do about it? See, the reason I only have 55 people here watching a live stream on a Monday about what could be wealth changing, like financial changing for you or others, they're all just licking their wounds from before, or they're going and playing stupid pump.fun and losing all their money, because 99% of people do that. For the few of us who are here, we're holding on the Doge we have and trying to figure out when to buy more, because we know by 2028, I know it's a long time. Oh, it's so long, 2028. Why do I have to wait for 2028? Cycles always turn. It takes that long. It takes that long. And the patient amongst us are going to work out all right. We're going to do okay. Is that guaranteed? No, and none of this is financial advice. This is edutainment. You come here to watch KrissPax live streams for edutainment purposes only. But I tell you what my plan is. I'll be old by 2028. I know. It's so long, Ryan. It's so long out there. It's just like, yep. Still a believer in the 4-year cycles, like I always have been. I've always have been. And Dogecoin front runs Bitcoin. How many times do I have to say it again and again and again? Dogecoin front runs Bitcoin. Dogecoin's all-time high in 2021 was when? May. When did Bitcoin's all-time high hit? November, Dogecoin front ran Bitcoin. It's on a slightly adjusted schedule. 2028 Doge party. And Elon should be there. We should have Elon come, Charlotte. You should start working that at the party planner. I'll give you the party planner mantle and you can like make sure Elon comes. Lord have mercy. I'm holding on. I'm holding on. Maramello, how are you? Welcome. I had a good day. Busy again. I'm like juggling. I'm like a juggler, just juggling all this stuff. But I got one more month of that, and then I'm going to be much more free to talk to you guys and hang out with you guys more. I got to be ready for the next big cycle. I can do like all day live streams and all that stuff. That'll be fun. That will be $40. I know, right? If you follow those long-term Trader Allen charts, $40 Doge. Absolutely. I'm going to go back. Oh, A-star. That's why you're done. You're just like, you wish you were buying Doge in January of 2021. I know. Car broke down, Dave. Decided not to buy another one, riding a bike. I know, right? Hey, life happens though, you know, as long as you don't go into huge debt. That's the best decision not to make, is to borrow more money, because it just puts you that much further behind financially. So if your pathway is getting out of debt, stuff happens, right? I get it. But yeah, ride a bike. It's good exercise. You're out in the fresh air. Gas will go up to $10 a gallon this summer. In California, it's probably already there. Because that's what happens in California. Yeah, I think so, low roller. I think we're going to see that. We're going to have... that's where the recession is coming from. People are finally coming around, or stagflation, like I've been calling for. Because we have inflation going up. Unemployment going up. And GDP is actually going to go down. Stagflation. Not good. Not good. So what can we do about it? Well, the market makers are going to do their thing. So here we are, right this afternoon, after coming up and taking out some of the leveraged longs. Dogecoin is now coming back down. Leveraged shorts. Now we're taking out longs. Taking out longs. That's what's happening right now. And Doge is going to come all the way back down to 9 cents. It's just what it does. So, yep, that's what it does. So we'll keep our eyes on this. But look, over the past 24 hours, look how much. We've had $430 million of liquidations. 2/3 on the long, 1/3 on the short. So they're getting them both ways. Right? They're getting them both ways. But another $430 million liquidated. I don't know who keeps putting all of these leverage trades in. I don't know. But man, it's like, come on. You're just giving your money away. You're giving your money away to the exchanges and the market makers. But Dogecoin will keep doing its thing. And what's it doing? It's bouncing up and down. Bouncing like a ball. So yeah. Dogecoin analyst Miles G said 30 cents in April. Miles. Miles tries. Mile is a permabull, though. I've known Miles for years. Yeah, Miles was one of the big ones back in 21, 22. Yep. And he's the one who partnered up with Matt Wallace. Ancient history now. Miles is okay. He's an okay dude, despite his, conviction record. But aside from that, Miles is a good guy. He's trying. He's got a YouTube channel. He's making some money with it, so he's going to keep doing that. But 30 cents in April ain't happening. Sorry. Not happening. I was on time for Tom. Yeah, I missed Tom today. I was busy. DC, stopping by, saying hi. Starting your weekly DCA. That's not a bad plan for a bear market. Weekly DCA in a bear market. You don't know what the price is going to do. With Doge, there is a scenario that with the excitement about X money, even though, I showed it in the video this morning on my April price prediction. We read together from the news article about X money and what Dogecoin will or will not do, right? But that doesn't mean the price of Doge can't go up because of the idea, again, that was the word they used, the idea that Dogecoin one day could be part of X money. And that's enough to get the price to do something. So, how much does the USA still have reserves? I don't know. I know that Trump has been tapping into the reserves more than usual in order to try and keep gas prices level. And like the Chevrons and Shells of the world, they're going to find their oil, right? They're going to find it, what they need. So I'm not that worried about it. This isn't like the 1970s and the big energy crisis. I think we've got a good handle on things here. We don't rely so much on that Strait of Hormuz the oil coming through that. So, but prices will go up anyway, but it's not as bad as what's going to happen in other countries that rely on it more. You can buy another car easily, but hey, you live in an area where things are close. Awesome. You have an electric bike. Yep. Yeah, most likely the Democrats are going to take over the House. The Senate is still a toss-up. So we don't know if they're going to get both houses of Congress or not. But the presidency is 2 more years away after that. So too early to tell. Low roller. But you can call it right now, Democrats win, okay. But it's too much time. We're not even halfway through Trump's second term yet. Crude oil now 105. What's up? I feel poor every week after my money goes to bills and crypto, right? The typical crypto trader, right, has a mattress on the floor, and everything else he owns is tied up in the crypto markets. Where will all the new money come from? Retail is broke. That's a good point, A-Star. And we do talk about that a lot. Like, where's all that new money going to come from? We're not going to see all these altcoins going back to all-time highs. I've already talked about that. But you're going to see the big ones. What's now in the top 10. And a few others. We've talked about Hyperliquid and it coming up. We talked about the AI plays, Tau and Near, Fetch, probably. There'll be money going into those. And there'll be other odd ones that come from out of nowhere. But the bulk of all those altcoins that went crazy last bull market, that's not going to happen this bull market. We're not going to see that. I know I talked about Cardano this morning. I don't have the coin market cap up right now. But yeah, they lost another spot. Cardano lost another spot. It's down here, number 13 now. Number 13, Leo. Hey, look at that, DJ and Charlie. Leo is now up to number 12. Why is Leo at number 12? Because they keep minting new tokens. They just mint them. They're like Tether. They just mint new ones. And their market cap just keeps going up. Their price doesn't go up, but their market cap goes up because they just keep making new coins all the time. Leo, number 12. Cardano now number 13. And they're waiting. Cardano thinks, oh, this midnight thing, this is a privacy layer. This is going to change everything. No, it's not. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Cardano. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't forgive you, Charles. Annie. Exxon doing well. Yeah. Yep. If we keep talking about Tom, he might appear. Arcade, how are you? Say Tom 3 times. Tom, Tom, Tom. Let's do it, Maramello. Yeah, there you did it too. China's in trouble. Yeah. China is such an energy hog. It's so big. It's so big. They've got a lot of coal. They've got a lot of solar, but they do still rely on a lot of oil, and they don't make their own oil. Or if they do, it's not much. So. We love you too, Charles. Philippines will be running oil reserves. Other Asian countries will run out. Yeah. And there's a lot of reports already of gas stations being out of gas. Like in Australia, a lot of gas stations out of gas. Now that is kind of like the 1970s energy crisis. I remember that. I was a kid then, but I remember it. Having to line up at the gas station, and you're only allowed to buy like $5, and that's it. That's all you could get was $5. They maxed out how much you could get on each fill. I remember that. It might not have been $5. It's probably less because gas was a lot cheaper then. But yeah, there was a max, I remember. Energy lockdowns. I haven't heard about those. I have not done anything on prediction markets, DC. Nope. It's all rigged. It's all rigged. It's gambling. Not interested. I made one bet on Robinhood. I did do one on Robinhood just to try it out. But it was like a 90%, and I just went with the 90%, and I made a few bucks. That's it. I'm not doing that. It's gambling. I know the Pokemon craze is real, low roller. I hear about it too. Leo. I know, right, Charlotte? I know you said the summer is a good buy. Yeah, I believe so. That's my totally uneducated forecast, not financial advice. Because we just do edutainment here. But if you look at past history, you look at the summer of 2022, you look at the summer of 2018, you look at the summer of 2014, they're all 4 years apart. What does 2026 have in common? 4 years apart. Yeah. Summertime. I'm just looking at charts, looking at the history. I don't have a crystal ball. But I made a lot of money last cycle buying the bottoms of the last cycle. I just mistimed the top. But I did okay. Is Doge back? Doge is just doing its own thing right now. It's hanging out. Support is actually pretty good on Doge. Every time I say that, someone says it's down 80%. I know. It's already down. Now it's holding support. And, my friends, it is still a top 10 cryptocurrency. There it is, number 9, Doge. And now it has a spinning logo. Look at this. It's got a spinning logo. Somebody paid CoinMarketCap for a spinning logo on Dogecoin. Did you guys see this? Go to CoinMarketCap. Open up on your computer, coinmarketcap.com. May actually work on, does it work on the app too? I didn't check that. Does the Dogecoin symbol on the CoinMarketCap app, does it rotate? This is a big question. This is a huge question. So much so, I'm taking time out to see. Yes, it does. Ha, it does it on the app too. It's a spinning Dogecoin logo on the app. Somebody actually paid CoinMarketCap to do a spinning Doge logo. Doge is definitely back then. Absolutely. The only other one that is a spinning logo right now is Chainlink. I think it was, what was the one that started it? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, there's that siren thing. There's siren right there. Number 49. Oh, Ondo's got a little funky thing at number 50 going on too. Look at that. It kind of a little disappears and comes back on Ondo. God. Hey, CoinMarketCap will take your money. But yeah, Chainlinks rotates as well. It's pretty cute. But Dogecoin now has a spinning Doge logo. I love it. I love it. Do you think the run won't be until 2027, but the bottom will be somewhere to October? Yeah, Arcade, I do. I do. And I think small runs in 27, maybe a bigger run in 28. That's what history would point to. You think Uber and DoorDash might hurt them if gas $10 per gallon? Well, I mean, they'll just charge more of a fee on top of what you would normally pay for delivery. They'll just pass it on to the customer. I don't do DoorDash anymore. It was fun to do it for a little while when it started, but now it's like, yeah, go get your own food. Now, if you're disabled, you've got some challenges, having food delivered to your door might be a necessity. But come on. DoorDash. Was it a Boston bet? No, it wasn't. It was, I'm trying to remember what it was. It wasn't a Boston bet. What was the bet I made? It was some weird like boxing or UFC thing, which I'm not interested in. It was something like that. You can fill up your tank with a max 10 gallon per car QR code on your phone. Yeah, something like that. I think they'll put limits if it gets to that point. But life is good overall, Dave. Good. Good. Hey, Will, how are you? So I should just put on a green hat. When did the buy is just wear a green hat. Did you see in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers were doing that with advising their batters when to possibly challenge a pitch versus not challenging a pitch? And Major League Baseball said, yeah, you can't do that anymore. It's just one of those things. XRP, is it too? XRP. Oh yeah, XRP is doing a little spinning thing. Look at that. Wow, that must be a new thing now. I didn't even notice XRPs. Oh, Bitcoins. Oh, look at Bitcoins. Bitcoins is going around too. Look at that. Bitcoin is spinning. Bitcoin, XRP. Oh, Solana's got a little thing going on too. God, there's a bunch of them now. There's a bunch of them. Look at that. OKB is doing something. There are a lot of them. And Ondo. Huh. All very interesting. Arbitrum, it's got a little something going on. Well, they pay money for that. Interesting. I was looking for the one, though, that I thought was the first one to do it. I can't find it. I don't know what happened to them. They seem to have like fallen off the radar. Yeah, I don't even see them. Must not be a top 100 coin anymore. That's a long, long way to drop. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well, I'll look for that another day. For those wondering about the price of Dogecoin, because you came in late, we're at support. We're still down here. We go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. That's what's happening. The ladies at the store like seeing me riding my bike. Well, there you go, Super Dave. It's a top signal, Doge spinning logo. The Black Swan event will be running oil in Asia. It creates inflation when other Asians have to raise prices too. Yeah, I mean, the economy's not great. So you can complain about Doge's price all you want, but look what's going on in the world. There's a reason for it. Polkadot. Yeah, it was Polkadot. Well, what happened to Polkadot? That's what I was trying to find. Polkadot. What happened to Polkadot? It's number 37. Oh, now their logo is a dark color. That's why I didn't see it. It used to be pink. It's number 37. I went right past it. Because it's this dark thing now. Polkadot. You remember Polkadot was like number 10? Of course, nobody uses dot for anything. So that's why they're falling. But yeah, they're down to $2 million in market cap. I'm sorry, $2 billion in market cap. And they're just like, it was Polkadot. They were the first to pay. Uniswap's got a little something going on too. Ooh, coin market cap, making money. Making money on spinning logos. Yeah, there's rigged fights. There's all kinds of things going on, Arcade. I believe it. All kinds of stuff. It's like us retailers who aren't in, we're just gambling. But the ones who are insiders, they're making money. We're so easily entertained, aren't we? Aren't we, Charlie? NFL is going to do referee replacement. Yeah. It's going to be bad, just like it was last time. It's going to be bad. The House of Doge? Hey, maybe it was. I hadn't heard. I'll look into that, though. I mean, that's important stuff. Who paid CoinMarketCap for the spinning logo? Maybe it was House of Doge. My head is spinning, right? My head. Yeah, dot. I remember that now. I didn't find them on the list there because they changed the color and they have a new logo. It's now black and white. Used to be this pink thing. So Elon wants to build on the moon, closer than Mars. Yep. But he thinks the moon is actually easier to launch from than Earth, which makes sense, right? Doesn't have the big atmosphere to get through, right? Takes a lot less energy. So that makes sense, right? Build a big lunar city there, and you can have things taking off from the moon. It'd be a lot cheaper. That makes sense. And Dogecoin, the currency of the lunar base. Yeah. Yeah. Duchess is here. Hello, hello. Aloha to you. What's up? Kronos is here. You're still staking Polkadot. Well, I hope the additional Polkadot that you're making out of that offsets the losses because the coin isn't doing very well. It's just not. I never believed in the Polkadot ecosystem and everything they were building. I just didn't believe it, so I never invested in Polkadot. Hope everyone's had an awesome day so far. I think most of us have. Ooh, Ryan's on the Wemby train, not the SGA anymore, huh? It's going to be a race down to the finish, but yeah, I mean, the Spurs are dominating now. The end of the season, totally dominating. So yeah, that could do it. That could do it. The playoffs will be fun this year. You're going to get your playoff tickets? Playoff tickets. It's just a number, but a number I don't care to say. USA haven't won MVP 8 years in a row. It means USA loses. What sport? I just want some Italian sausage ravioli. Where did that come from? That's random. Italian sausage ravioli does sound good, though. I do like that. Space advertising, of course. That was that whole stupid Astrobotic. No, Astrobotic was just making the lunar satellite craft and all the details behind the advertising panels. It was geometric energy. Geometric was the one that was creating these other tokens that you would have to buy and then use to pay for the advertising on their Doge 1 satellite. That's what it was. Yeah, we need to find out more about that satellite with the ads. That's it. Hey, they say 2027. Elon said next year. So they've been talking, obviously. Sam Reed said the same thing. So as Samuel Reed says, he heads geometric energy. We'll see. We don't need no stinking badges. I remember that. Yeah. Hey, we're all doing good. New anti-tanking proposals. I don't think the teams care. I don't think they care, low roller. They want the number 1 pick. You can see how it can change a franchise. I mean, look at the Spurs, right? They were tanking before that, weren't they, Ryan? Weren't the Spurs tanking to get that number 1 and got Wemby? So you can see tanking makes sense no matter what the fines are. It makes sense if you get a talent like that. Season ticket holder, you get them. Going to be some awesome games. Awesome, awesome games. Yeah, definitely tanking, of course. When a guy like Wembanyama comes along, yeah, you tank. You tank. Now, I don't know who the guy is this year in college. I think people think that Boozer guy is going to be a good NBA player. But I mean, he just like shoulders into everybody. He just plays a very physical game. Hey, that works in the NBA. But yeah. Oh, it was just your dinner? Ah, but Italian sausage and ravioli, that sounds good. Now I'm getting hungry. Oh, in basketball, that's what we talk about, low roller. Got it. Yeah. USA is going to win the gold in the next Olympics. It's in Los Angeles. They're going to win. Nobody else is going to beat them. Duchess is taking a break. Be right back. Thank you for letting us know. That's why we traded White. Right, to tank and get Wemby. That turned out pretty good. Boozer. DeBonsta. Yeah, he's the guy from like BYU. Peterson. I don't know him. Is he like Kansas or something? But they're not Wemby. You got Wemby. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Can I get an AI translator on this thing? Do we do this? Translate to English. What a bum he is. Hey, look at that, Charlotte. It did it. It did it. StreamYard did it. Did you see that? I right-clicked and there was a menu and it said translate, and look what it did. It translated it. That's awesome. Hey, you find out new things every day about StreamYard, right? Look at that. It translated it right there. Now you can say whatever you want in French, and I can translate it for you. And that was pretty good. I didn't know it did that. Is that the intent that you meant to say exactly? I can be your P chef when you make some money on the next run. I promise tacos every Tuesday. A personal chef. Huh. You know, that doesn't sound too bad, actually. Like tacos on Tuesdays. I do like a good taco. Every Tuesday might get a little old, but yeah. I prefer Charlotte's pronunciation of Duchess. All right. I can't even make my mouth form that Duchess. I can't even do it. Duchess. I can't do it. All right, gang, what does this mean? Okay, let's do that then. It's now translating everything. See that for those looking in the chat, you see ba vas e an fa ka alor, but it says, okay, let's do that then. See? StreamYard in its translation. That's pretty good. The old dog learning new tricks all the time. I'm open to new things. Not a problem. I'm not stuck in my own ways. If I was, I wouldn't be where I am today. Just saying. Lots of different types of tacos. Ooh, tacos, a rotation of tacos. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Taco Tuesday. I know, right? That's tomorrow. I'm going to have tacos tomorrow. I'm just going to have to. You do say it differently, how you say Duchess, Charlotte. It is, and it's unique. I can't even make my mouth like form that accent. I can't do it. Yes, I can translate everything now. Ah, see, arcade, I can play too. I have all my translators on. This could be a dangerous thing, though. You guys might be saying something that, yo también puedo jugar. I can play too. You went into the casino, you put $10, you turned it into 135. I'm playing old-fashioned slot machine, 25-cent bets. Took the money and ran. Wise man. Yep. If you can turn around something like that, you don't keep playing, because what happens? All that money just goes back into the machine and you lose. Charlotte knows this very well. Charlotte, you need to take some tips from Low Roller here. Tips. You can always be mysterious, Charlotte. No, not anymore. Not anymore. I can try. Oh, that was 13.5x. Is that what it was? 13.5. That's not bad return. And you cash out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hit the likes, people. Thank you, Arcade. Reminding people. I don't do that. I'm not a marketer. I'm terrible at marketing. Hit the like, subscribe. I mean, it says it right over here down at the bottom. Please like and you guys see that all the time though. So there you go, DB. There it is. Now my channel is going to get banned. My channel is going to get banned because of you. Oh my God. See, I see it on my side. Exactly what it says. Shit. That's what I see on my side. You guys see what he actually posted. But on my side, I see the translation. So I know what it says. I know what it says. Well, Ryan, I don't even have to click on that to know what that is. Green. I know that. I know some Spanish. Un poquito. But some. Yeah, crackhead doesn't translate. It just is what it is. And it's a safe word because you're wrenched. I think that's what we figured out. Exactly, TV. My joke will be way less funny if I got my channel banned. It's DB's fault. It's totally DB's fault. Oh, you just wanted to hear me say it. I said it. Can people who aren't wrenches type the word crackhead in? Arcade or Dave, type in, or DB, type in the word crackhead. Does it show up? Because we know Charlotte's does, but she's got a wrench, or the shield that you see there. If your name's in blue, you can use words that others can't. We learned that on YouTube. But if nobody else can type in crackhead, then not going to make it. The heat map. Yeah, we had it on earlier. We can put it on again. We can put it on again. What's happened in the world of the heat map? So Bitcoin is coming back down, taking out more leverage longs. They took out some nice big shorts earlier. This one was 28 million. This one was 33 million. So they took those out. few more, 21 million. And that next level up was 22 million. So now they're taking out longs. That is Bitcoin. Doge. Yeah, lots of yellow lower arcade. Doge has some big open shorts up here, though. 3.5 million, 3.5 million up here, right over 9.4 that they didn't get on Doge. So overall, though, I mean, even as I showed on the video this morning, that open interest is down. It's really down right now. And it should be. I mean, the liquidations just keep piling on again and again and again. So, well, at least on some of the alts, I still think there's big leverage trading now happening on oil and gold and silver. There's a lot of leverage trading on that now, which is interesting because it's tokenized, where it's at least somehow like Binance, you can short or do leverage long trades on oil. And that's where a lot of money is going on right now. It's not in crypto. So kind of interesting. DB typed it in and it did not show up. So yeah, YouTube automatically bans chats that have the dirty words hidden. Yep. Javier Blanco, hello. Hey, we've just been hanging out, minding our time in a bear market. It is what it is. You typed it in, right? We don't see it, Chuck. It doesn't post because it's a nasty word. It's on the nasty word list. But Annie's, there is a way to get around it. There is a way to get around it. There's no way I'm giving Annie a wrench. Not happening. Not happening. If I do that, she'll take over my life. Not getting a wrench. The no money in the market diverted to doomsday preparation inventory. Yeah, right now all of the gambling money is going into oil, futures, gas. It's going into gold and silver still, not crypto. Oh, gold money's moving to oil. That's what Dave said. Gold money moving to oil. Yeah, I know. They're leverage trading oil on Binance. It's just like interesting. You typed it with spaces and it didn't allow it. Wow, YouTube. It be what it be. Exactly. End of the world or not. Just hodl and be patient. I know, but if the world ends before Dogecoin goes to $1, we'll all be kind of upset, wouldn't we? Just think about that. Nasty. It's nasty words. I did not buy a Doge miner, Javier. I was going to get a free one from AlphaPex. That was our deal. I would support AlphaPex. I would talk about AlphaPex. I had a link, a code, right, where people could get deals on AlphaPex miners. And then they were going to send me one. And then they made up some story like it was sent and it was held up in customs and it was blah, 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 blah. And it ended up all being a lie. They lied to me. There was never a miner. Just like I'm not going to get my 2 Solana tokens from Big Blue Nation. We made a bet. It was in public. I have proof that we had a bet. Solana dropped below $80 last night. I made my chart showing the $79 Solana, posted it on X, copying Mr. Big Blue Nation. And what does he do? He blocks me. He blocked me. He didn't want to pay 2 Solana. He lost the bet. It's like, dude, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Are we going to have a relief rally? At some point in time, Yili, we're going to have a relief rally. April is not looking good right now. So, give me wrench. No. Yes, and you can, well, it depends on who you set up your mining with. So if you do via BTC, right, and using that pool, you not only get Dogecoin and Litecoin, but you get like 2 or 3 other so-called minor coins. One of them is a Pepe coin, not the big Pepe, but it's some other Pepe related thing that you get. So maybe a Doge to dollar is the end. That's the end of the world. The apocalypse happens when Doge reaches $1. Oh, but I'll take that. Hate it when people don't pay bets. I know, Ryan, right? It's like, it's 2 Solana, dude. Your life has got to be better than that. But no, he blocks me. Because he knows I was right. Not only did he lose the bet, but he also knows that Kriss was right. And that his stupid inverse head and shoulders was not going to cause the price to go up. And I called him on it too. I said, hey, the news moves the markets more than your lines on a chart. But he loves his little charts. And if any of you follow him, you know that because he posts a chart like every 5 minutes. I don't have to see those endless charts anymore on my X feed. I don't have to see them anymore because he blocked me. It's like, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Watch what is happening. I watch what is happening, and it has become apparent human brains are shrinking. Oh, God, yes. In this case, blocking is good from him. Hey, Arcade figured it out. There it is. I love it. Backwards. Blocked over 2 tokens. I know, right? I feel exclusive. Well, I would, but it's like, it's Big Blue Nation. It's like, whatever, dude. He's trying so hard to build up a following, and it's just, and I was supporting him too. I gave him shout outs. I was like, hey, this guy's really trying, right? I said it on a number of live streams. He's really trying. Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. The 200 moving average dip like the 2021 before the run, the chart that said Bitcoin goes under 250, 200. On the monthly, let's go to Bitcoin. Let's figure out what you're trying to say here. Let's go to the monthly. Let's turn on our 200. Hello. Update to the latest version. Sure. So where is it? 200. Blue. Not showing up. I think I've deleted and recreated it. Someone's messed up with that. Moving average. There it is. All right. Yeah, I just had to delete it and recreate it here. Let's get it nice and dark. And it's 200. What does the 200 moving average tell us? It doesn't even show up because we haven't had that many months. That's why. Yeah, it's not on the monthly chart. This goes all the way back to 2011 and it doesn't show up. So it's not a thing. Sorry, dude. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red months in a row. Is Bitcoin going to make it? It's going to get back above 66.9 to turn green again for the monthly. This looks like it's going to stay red. Oh, the daily chart. Okay. I thought you were saying monthly. There it is. It's up here. It's up at 90. For those looking, that's it right there. It's up at 90. Yes, Ryan, I know. Bum, bum, bum. The 200 moving average, like the 2021, before the run, the chart said that BTC goes under. I don't know what you're saying. So we got it now on the chart, but it's up here, 90. It's been under since October 2025. That was the turnaround from from bull market to bear. Was right around that time, and we've been in bear market ever since. That's what's going on. What if Doge goes to $1 and the world ends? Then we find out in the afterlife that you can, in fact, take it with you as long as it's Doge. Good one. Yeah, Andy. Taters and eggs. First week of April, we could very well see that 6.7. Could be. I am predicting a dip first week of April. I just don't know. Right now I'm looking at like 8.5 cents. A dip to 6.7, that would be something big happening, which we don't know. We don't know. Right now we're just holding support again. I did not sell my Megal. Megal's at $1.04. I'm waiting for the next big run, Yuli. Still holding. Still holding. Megal. $6.7. That always gets Ryan's attention. Don't forget to smash the likes, guys. Subscribe. Don't miss a video. Don't miss a live. Thank you, Kronos. Appreciate it. Stays under for crab walk, I was saying, to guess the length of the cycle. Yeah. Oh, and we have it on Doge, big time. Big time on Doge. When did it turn on Doge? Middle of October 2025, right after the 1010 flash crash. That's what got Doge under the 200-day moving average. Retested it here in late October, and it's been down ever since. truly a sign of a bear market. This was my prior relief rally target was 12.5 cents. And even that doesn't get it above the 200-day moving average, which would probably be around 13.5 cents, maybe. Not going to see that anytime soon. Like, now I want a potato and egg taco. That actually would probably be pretty good. How do potatoes work with a lot of like the Mexican sauces and spices with the potato? I haven't tried that before. I just bought a new bed. Looks like I'll have to sell it so I can buy the dip if it goes to 6-7. And what you're flipping beds. You're flipping beds. I don't know about 250, 300 contrasts. Yeah, I don't do that kind of thing. Potato egg tacos. Lovely. Well, I can always add another simple moving average. I can make it 300. I can change the color. Let's go light blue. Okay, so now we've got, let's go back to the daily. Right, so they crossed over back here in early February. We had a crossover. The 200 dropped below the 300. So we had that. So now we've got this gap between the 200 and the 300. 200 is dropping down faster. Is that what you're looking at? DB knows. DB has been to San Antonio before, if I remember correctly. Oh, so there's a place that does these kinds of tacos. Potatoes and eggs. Huh. Uh-oh, DGen Charlie has started leverage trading again. Better risk management? Good luck. That's all I can say. I'm not doing it. No, I'm now in the mode of wealth management. Wealth management. I'm not taking as many risks this cycle as I did last cycle. But hey, that's just me. I'm not doing the risky stuff though. I mean, buying Doge is risky enough, I guess, right? You're using the moving average to see the curve to the upside. Well, there's no curve to the upside when you're in a bear market because you're already below the averages. They're not going to curve back up. You can't time the bottom with any curves because it doesn't start curving until price goes up above. I guess it starts to flatten out a bit, right? If price keeps bouncing sideways, it flattens out, but it doesn't go back up. With the crossing of the falling moving average. It looks like it crossed over twice, the 200 and 300. There. And then there. So we had two crosses. The 300 moved below the 200, and then the 300 moved back above. Interesting. I'll have to look at that, kind of research what that means and what that looks like. But thanks. Mark Gibbons. Hey, Mark, how are you? Papa John's. Who's trading Papa John's? I would never invest in a restaurant of any type. Would never do it. Papa John's? Papa John's International trades on the NASDAQ. $32. It did drop below. It dropped below 30 here on Monday, March 9th. Monday, March 9th, it dropped below 30. Papa John's. It was last at this level April 2025. I don't follow this stock, but it's certainly down a lot since 2021. Post-COVID, it went on a big run right here. It did this, recovery from the COVID drop. That's pretty big. Was that like its all-time high? Yeah. Post-COVID, all-time high, December 2021, $130. And then since then, it's just been a bear market for Papa John's stock. Down, down, down. Looks like it's ready to go even lower. I wouldn't be buying this. I'm not buying. Papa John's partners Deliverect. Can delivery tech drive growth? Deliverect to modernize delivery operations. So they're trying to figure out the best way to get their food delivered. Maybe not relying on DoorDash and Uber Eats for everything. I think people are getting tired of paying that much of a delivery fee because it's a lot. It's a lot. And they're closing 300 underperforming stores. Yeeks. Hey, Denise, how you doing? I thought you were going to do a stonks dividend portfolio in the bear market. I didn't want to go that risk off in the end. I don't want to go that risk off. I will buy more stocks and as part of my portfolio, but it's not going to be all dividend stocks in the end. I decided not to do that. Although my Carnival Cruise Line stock just started introducing dividends again. It used to have dividends. I think after COVID, they dropped it, and now they're back giving dividends again. So I'm getting dividends with Carnival Cruise Line stock. Because I think the cruises are coming back. The Taco Cabana. We love breakfast tacos. Well, yeah, you're in Texas. Tacos for everything, right? Tedward bought some Doge for the first time in a while. So we're going to start DCAing back in, Tedward. Yeah, I'm going to see. I want to see what happens next week. I'm waiting for another big dip. Will I be right or wrong? I don't know. I don't know. But I did say I was going to do a dividend portfolio of some sort. But I'm just like, I know, I need to be a little more risky than that. You're waiting on 6 cents? Walmart, I hope it gets there for your benefit because you need to have more Doge in your portfolio. I don't know. That's pretty low right now. I was at the Boot Mall yesterday. Well, Texas would have a boot mall, wouldn't it? That was a good stock to pick up at COVID. It's amazing how all of those got bailouts from the government and started getting all this money paid by the government to keep those stores open, and all their stocks started going up, especially like Home Depot too. And anything under 9 cents looks like a good buy, but 0.77 might only get 0.88. Well, we got 0.88 yesterday. We did hit 0.88 right there yesterday. $0.88. I was busy screenshotting Solana when that dip happened because I got the notification on my phone that Solana went below 80. And I was like, oh, I got to screenshot that because I had a bet. I had a bet going. I really thought the guy was going to pay me 2 Solana. I really thought he was going to do that. I really thought he was going to do that. Instead, I got this. Big Blue Nation 85 has blocked you. And I'm like, blocked. So yeah. But I don't have to see any of his stupid posts anymore. So. Oh, and last week he said he was going to like leave X forever. And then like 2 hours later, he starts posting again. He must have been just losing and missing out bad. And hardly anybody is actually looking at his posts. He hardly gets any views. It's not monetized. He's trying to build something and it's like, nobody cares, dude. Maybe he doesn't even have 2 Sol. Good point. Good point, Ryan. It could all be a facade. He's actually broke. And who knows? I didn't even look and see what country he was in. He has me blocked now. So I don't know if I can even check that anymore. I don't know if I can check that. Big Blue Nation 85. At Big Blue Nation 85. So here he is. Blocked. Big Blue Nation 85. I forget how you check and see where they're from. There was a way to do it, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember. For what country? He says at 40505. So that's US, right? Midwest somewhere. 40505. That's correct. What city has a zip code of 40405? Kentucky. He's in Big Hill, Kentucky, near Lexington. Big Hill, Kentucky. There you go. Don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. Yeah, Eastern Kentucky. Yep, that was it. Big Hill, rural, outside of Lexington. Gavin, gifted a membership. Who gets it? Tedward. Hey, Tedward. Congrats. Thank you, Gavin. Your generosity again. Appreciate it. Tedward, you are, at least for a month, you can start using all kinds of great custom Dogecoin emojis in the chat. So there you go, Tedward. Thank you, Devin. Yeah, because I elected to see his posts. I elected to see his posts because I wanted to see what he said about Solana. And he's just not even posting anything about Solana. So even though I'm blocked, I can still elect to see his posts. But I just can't comment on them. I can't message him or at him or anything like that. But yeah. He's a lot of Dogecoin, Bitcoin, but no Solana. No Solana. There's an ETH, Doge, Bitcoin, ETH. Yeah, he's too afraid to touch Solana because he got it so wrong. So wrong. Had my yellow line wrong. Oh, he admits he was wrong. Whatever. Whatever, dude. He says he likes Kentucky basketball. Well, that means, yeah, he's near Lexington. You got it right. Yeah, you got it right. The 3 dots in the top, is that what it is? I don't remember. About this account. United States. That's it. Yep. But we got it closer because he actually put the zip code in his profile. Oh, dude. Yeah. Welcome, Tedward. Welcome. Oh. Yep. Yeah, you can still elect to see their posts when they block you. You just can't interact with anything, and you can't at him or message him. But you guys can. The KrissPax army will troll him. Just say Solana, or no, say to Solana. That's all you need to do, right? Or to be more cryptic, you could just go to Sol. Just do that. To Sol. Just to Sol, dude. To Sol. Oh, God. The DJ is going to look up her ex-boyfriend's posts now that she knows you can do that. Oh, my God. That would be DJ and Charlie. Certainly would. Oh, my God. I'll tag him on X. Hey, want to play a game? To Sol if I win. Oh, too good. That's too good. You'll get blocked. I'm sure you'd get blocked if you posted that. Hey, the guy made a bet. He lost. Your ex is not on X. Your ex is not on X. That's his new nickname, Lil Tusol. God, you guys. Oh, man. All I'm saying from where I am is, and it's all public, it's all out there. We made a bet to Solana, and he lost the bet. That's all I'm saying. Quick draw. The price of Doge, 9, 1, 914. Again, it's bouncing. It's just bouncing right now. So retesting 9-cent support while there's negativity in the market because of, the war, or sorry, military operation, not called a war. So, yeah. Mr. Raiden, how are you, friend? Doing well? We're doing well. We're hanging out. Doge holding support. Doing its thing. He's lost more than a bet. Respect, internet chat cred, all that. Yeah. Ha, you tweeted. Yeah, the block is coming. The guy's online all the time. So yeah, it's coming. Max is here. Hey, Max. How you doing? Yeah, excursion, incursion, whatever. It's just not a war. And Trump publicly admits it. He says, yeah, I can't call it a war because only Congress can declare war. He even says it. He doesn't care. So we call it a military operation. Raiden giving out a member. Raiden, thank you. Generosity there. Who gets this one? It's Dusty. Dusty Hunt. Hey, congratulations, Dusty. Now you can use these fun emojis in the chat as well. Congrats. This is the time to get gifted a membership. Maxes don't get gifted memberships. Either of them. Bitcoin bouncing around. It's down below its channel. It dropped out. And now it's just kind of drifting sideways here, waiting for the next leg down. So I bought my circle at 99. It's now at 89. I'm trying to figure out when to buy more. Do I average down from 99? If I bought at 89, that will get me down to an average of 94, right? If I just double up on the shares, that would be at 94, but I'm kind of waiting it out. I'm waiting it out. I just call it the Gulf. I don't want to be politically incorrect. If you say Gulf of America, there are people who just immediately don't like you. Think I'm a Trump bootlicker. I've called it Gulf of Mexico in my entire life. So it's hard to shake that off. I don't know. Ask Ryan, since he's in Texas, close to the Gulf. What do people call it there, Ryan? What do they call the Gulf? They call it Gulf of America or Gulf of Mexico? What's happening down in Texas? Doge OS early access. I don't have early access, so I don't know what it is. I follow them because it's information that involves Dogecoin. We don't know when that's all going to start and when it's officially going to launch or all that stuff. I'm waiting for that announcement. For the most part, most of what they talk about and say, I don't really pay too much attention to it. We don't know how low it's going to go. XRP going to 0. Is it going to go down to $50? I don't know. I think in the long run, it's going to do very well. And in fact, there may be a pump coming when the Clarity Act doesn't pass, because that may be bullish for Circle, because then all its USDC continues to earn yield, because the United States government did not vote against that happening. That may be good for Circle. I don't know what's going to happen with the stock. So I bought some at 99 on the dip. It's now at 89. How much lower is it going to go? I don't know. Everything's about to crash. Everything is going to crash. Oh no, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. How many times can you say that before it actually happens? The little boy who cried wolf. Do you know about that story? The little boy who cried wolf? You should look it up. The Gulf doesn't come up in my daily conversations enough. The Straits over. I like that, renaming the Strait of Hormuz the Strait of Trump. The Trump Strait. That was a meme that was going around. I love it. That's awesome. Because he did say that in a speech. He was half joking, but he was like, let's rename it from Hormuz to Trump. He's got a good sense of humor. You got to admit it. Trump's pretty smart. He's quick on that stuff. He's good. It is the Gulf of America. Yeah, and I mean, Google has officially called it the Gulf of America now too. The president of Mexico is pissed. It's like, wait a sec. I know about the little boy who cried uncle. The story of Goldilocks and the 3 DCA prices of when to buy in. When you bought the top. I know, right? Yeah, I think you meant Gulf of Mexico. You can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico, but you can drill in the Gulf of America. Yeah, I remember that. Just change the name. If we can't use the Strait of Hormuz, can we use the cave? Yeah, I got you on that. Yeah, I remember that. You can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, yeah, change the name. Just change the name. All right, Gabe. Hey, that's what we got today. DGen Charlie is going to be doing some live streams. Make sure that you follow her, DGen Charlie. Follow her subscribe to her on YouTube, and make sure that you get your notifications on so you know when she goes live. Keeping the family together while I can't stream because of my travels. She's going to do one tomorrow. So Tuesday night, join DGen Charlie 67. Yeah, 67. For a fun live stream. She'll have some fun things planned, I'm sure. And me, I'm going to be busy this week. I will still try and get a video out maybe Wednesday from my hotel room. And I'll be back. I come back Saturday, Charlie. I come back Saturday. You're going to do fib lines. Oh, no. Oh, no. You've been practicing your fib lines. Just look out for that 0.618. Look out for that 0.618. That'll be the killer. It's the 0.618. Maybe you can do bottoms again, right? You can do the bottoms. I don't even know what to do. I mean, you have to pick your points, right? That's the biggest thing, is you pick your points. Let's go to the daily. We did our bear market bottoms, remember? But we did it here after the October 10th crash. So remember, we did that. The 2.618 on that move is 5 cents. Yeah, I don't remember. See, that's the thing with the fibs. You just have to. It's how you pick your points, right? That determine. Oh, I can go back to. That's right. I can go back to XRP because we still have it on the XRP. There it is. Okay, we came back to December. That's right, because we did it at the end of the year. We did the December low to the high after the October 10th crash. So Dogecoins is now officially this, right? Okay. And you do it backwards, right to left, if you want to see fib lines down. You go from right low to left high. If you go to the end of the year bottom, now Doge's low is 5.3. It's 5.3 cents to the 1.618. It's 5.3 cents. When I did it on bear market bottoms, we were doing it from up here because that's where we were at the time, and that's where we got 6.7 right there. 6.7. That's the time we did it, was 6.7. So that was the Dogecoin bear market bottom prediction right there. You prefer the EMAs and the Bollinger Bands. There's all different tools. That's good. Pepe will follow Dogecoin. When the memes move, Pepe will move, she will move. They kind of go together. So will Doge go up if they bring back the Seattle Sonics? No, not because of that. Doge needs its own thing. It's tied to Elon, hype, and utility. That's it. That's it. Of course, 6.7. So. A little Fibonacci with a side of wasabi. That's what I need to see Charlotte try out, is a big gob of wasabi on a piece of sushi. Right? A big gob of wasabi. Ooh, I remember the first time I didn't know what that was. And was that hot? That was hot. All right, gang. That's what we have. I will keep this on here because that, again, that's a nice memory of 6.7 right there for Doge. And we keep coming back is what's the bottom target going to be? And that was it. So, all right. Hey, everybody, have a great rest of your Monday or Tuesday morning for those from way back, Tuesday morning, early. We didn't see Aussie here today, but he would have, maybe he's sleeping in today. Maybe that's all. Anyway, we will see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.